everyone, this is Deborah Anderson, the Black Woman Animator, coming back to you with another video. This video is about finding inspiration. I know a lot of artists need help with finding inspiration. Some can naturally find inspiration, so I just wanted to give you some tips on how to do that. So one way that you can find inspiration is real life experiences. So I've mentioned my Road Rage animated series, and that idea comes from personal experience. When I started working for my current job in 2014 and driving a really far way, I drive about 160 miles a day back and forth from New Orleans to Baton Rouge, and these people down here can't drive. And I have to save myself from dying approximately 3 to 5 times a day. And so at a certain point I would experience something, and then I would do the voice recording, and then that is a way I can remember kind of the scenario. But that's a real life experience where I would like to create an animated series, and I feel like it would be really popping. So real life experiences, if you're funny things going on with your family, your friends, other people's real life experiences, you can find inspiration in a lot of that. Next is Pinterest. That's something I use. I have a project called Kids with Style, and so I want to create 3D characters, kids just with wearing stylish clothes, and it'll mostly be still images. It won't be animated. And so Pinterest is a big resource that I've used because there's a lot of moms who want to dress their little girls and little boys up to be fly, and so I've spent hours on Pinterest just saving different photos to my own Pinterest board, and then just using Pinterest as an inspiration board in itself is very powerful. I found images online for my Road Rage series of how I want the cars to look, how I want the characters to look, and so keeping that in one place is really good for you. Just being able to pull it up and go from there. Doing art challenges is another way that you can find inspiration. I'm doing the Sculpt January, and so when they released the topics, a big thing that I did was Google search. So for example, if the mood was melancholy, I would just Google melancholy and look through all the images and see what inspired me, save all the images that I liked. I would even go to thesaurus.com and look up synonyms for melancholy and just look up sadness and all that type of stuff. And so Google searching, if you just type in a keyword for a project that you're working on, and then kind of put all these images together into a new project, that's a way to do it. And then something else that you can do is do old challenges. So if there was a challenge from Inktober in 2014 that you still want to do, there's no reason you can't do it. There's daily challenges going on all the time. And so if you don't even want to do it as a daily challenge and you just want to pick one thing from a challenge that you think will be cool and can create a great project, feel free to do that. Another place that I personally find inspiration is Instagram. So I have a few Instagram accounts. On my artist Instagram, I really follow purposefully. I don't just, I know it's kind of taboo for some people. People think that, oh, if I follow you, you should follow back. I don't really do that on any of my accounts, but definitely on my artist Instagram, my BlkWmnAnimator Instagram, I am only following people that spark inspiration in my own artistry, whether that's following Black 3D artists or people who produce a lot of Black 3D, people who are using nice colors, just some people who are doing 3D where I like their style. Even I follow some photographers, and just if I like the style and I kind of want to see what they're producing to see what I can play around with eventually, I'm going to do that. And then there's some times where I'll see there's the accounts that are posting multiple people's stuff, and I'll see like a really nice piece of work that the person has done, and then I go to their Instagram account, and that's like the only thing I like. And so I'll just use the save function, so just so I can remember that particular piece, and if I just don't want to follow them. So if you see, you could follow people, you can use the save function on Instagram. You could use hashtags. Now they let you follow hashtags. So going through hashtags, I've for the Sculpt January challenge, I've gone to the Sculpt January 19 hashtag just to see what everybody's producing, and I've saved a couple of them, and so that's another way you can get inspired. Next is all these portfolio websites that are out there: Behance, ArtStation, DeviantArt, Dribbble. You can just go search and find your favorite artists and be inspired by those people. Another way for inspiration is watching movies, TV shows, reading books. As a visual artist, when I read books, I just come up with my own way I think the characters look and stuff like that. I wish I was able to do that with Harry Potter. I think I probably watched a movie before I read the books, because I didn't read the books till maybe 2011. And the only reason I read the books was because they said with the 7th movie that you wouldn't be able to understand it unless you read the books. So I kind of went through all the books, and after each book watched the movie. And so I'm just really interested in what I thought the characters looked for before they told me what the characters look like. And so movies, TV, books is really a great way to find inspiration. Magazines as well. Random images that you find browsing the internet, or even in magazines or something like that, is a great way to find inspiration. I have a folder on my computer of just random images that I found that sparked curiosity, sparked something in me, and then I just put it in a folder on my desktop or on my computer. And so random images that if you just searching for something totally different and you just see on Google Images that you found a great image, save it on your phone, save it in a folder, just so you can use it later, and it can help you in any future projects. And then lastly, just kind of to go over, literally anything can spark inspiration. Just look at the world around you. If you're big on nature, if you're not big on nature, you can get inspiration from anything. There's been times where it'll be a rainstorm, I'll look outside my window at work and I'll try to snap a picture, which the picture never looks like what I'm looking at through my eyes. And then sometimes there's been cloud formations that I'm like, wow, that's like really cool, snap a picture of that. If you see like a cute baby, if you see a quirky guy walking down the street, and just sneak a pic so you can use it later, not to post, because that's kind of weird. But yeah, just literally anything in the world can spark inspiration. I feel like I'm very blessed to be able to just get stuff out of anything. Even when I'm listening to audiobooks, even if it's not about anything to do with my life, I can relate it to my life. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope I've given you some tips for finding inspiration. If anybody else has any ideas, please put them in the comment section. If you have any more questions for me, please put it in the comment section or contact me. Please like this video, subscribe, sign up for post notifications so you can get an email, and I will see you in the next video.